All right, YouTube, it's me, your man, Uncle Dennis, shooting from the soccer number 10 laboratory. For those of you guys who don't know where I'm at, which website I'm actually viewing right now, check this out. We are here at Pele-Sports.com. It's a very outstanding soccer number 10 website that it's owned by some guys in Europe who are doing similar things that your Uncle Dennis is doing in the soccer number 10 industry. But here they have Pele. And let's take a look at what's going on real quick. For those of you guys who don't know what I'm talking about. Here I'm actually doing a review for this this is an amazing soccer cleats. Right? I'm not saying it's amazing because Pele is holding it within his hands. But I'm saying the soccer cleats is an amazing product. I mean, the whole technology behind the soccer cleats, it's capable of doing much more or equal to that of the Adidas Addy or the Addy Power, right? But there's some secrets. I did a review on the Addy Power recently and I found many faults with that cleats, and how these cleats somehow can be improved or upon, so to speak. But here we have a cleats that I think it's out of a 10. You can give this cleats an 8 or 9 out of 10, comparing to that of the Audi Power and many other soccer cleats. Now check this out. I want you to see what's going on here. First of all, we have the man himself, Pele, the king of soccer. And for those guys who really have some beef with this man, it's okay. His goals still says he's the highest goal scorer and one of the world's player who did much by his image and his character and his personalities, and he's a soccer player on the field and off the field, and he's a number 10 on the field and off the field, and he's just an all-round role model, so to speak. I grew up knowing this man, and my dad loved this man, so you understand. So here I have the opportunity to endorse endorse many of his products or one of his particular product. So now it's official. I'm trying to pay my debt, Pele, so I hope you're hearing me starting here. Okay, so what's happening is here we have the soccer cleats, right? And it is an amazing product. I'm not saying amazing because Pele is holding the cleats in his hand. First of all, the technology within the cleats, it's so amazing. If you play soccer and you love to scoop or flick the ball over your opponent's head, this little distance right here gives that effect. And if you love to drive the ball, notice how the distance is for those of you guys. It allows you to get a quick in-step drive by just the whole technology with the front right here. For you guys who love to scoop the ball over your opponent's head, then this is the cleats. These areas are phenomenal. There's also a technology going on in the background, the back heel of this cleats, that I want to elaborate on. This cleats has many slight resemblance or flashes of let's say a Nike Vapor. But it has different curvatures, how it's curving inwards, allowing these areas to be shown. Let me get you a closer picture to see what I'm talking about. Let's see the front right here. These curvatures along the sides for those players who love to swerve the ball, in-step swerve or outer swerve for those serious soccer players or soccer fanatics who knows what I'm talking about. Outer swerving areas for those guys who love to use the outer side of their foot to swerve the ball. For those guys who love the rainbow kicks or the platinum kicks or the banana kicks. In Brazil, that's all they call it, plantain or bananas. In certain European countries, you hear names like rainbows and so forth. But I want you to understand that the technology in these boots, or these soccer cleats for those who are in US, and soccer boots for those who are in Europe, I want you to notice that the curvatures, how this boots looks as if it has this material, which after consulting with many of these guys who made this boots, said that the boots curvature will take shape and form around your feet or foot, right? And it will give you like it was like it just like suck onto your feet and makes the boot just one with your foot or your feet in general. Now, the technology is very amazing. As I said, this boots or soccer cleats can be improved upon, but it's okay. I can give it a 9 or an 8.5 out of 10. Notice the radial circular effect. Try not to use too much physics in this definition for this cleats, lest I might lose many people. So here what's happening. For those guys who love to stand on their heels, there's a soccer stud missing from right here. And normal soccer cleats will have 4, one here or one here, and it gives the strong effect that, okay, you're on heels. But some players, when they're playing in different areas, like some grassy surface or some synthetic grass material, these cleats tends to hurt your heels, give you blisters. But with the 4 studs, so to speak. But now we have a little design here, a little twist, like a triangle design at the back right there, for those guys who have not noticed what I'm saying. And this triangular design gives you some torque, some traction for turning in circles or lateral. It's in case someone is on you, they're behind you and you're trying to do the step over the ball and you're trying to move off quickly. The 4 studs with the 4 studs, one right here and one right here, will leave this room so it tends to not allow you to grip the ground and turn. So sometimes you will skid from your heels section, right, while you're running. So now here we have this radial effect, but it's in a triangular form with 3 studs. 1, 2, 3. And these studs gives you this torque for if somebody's pushing against you, you can sink your heel in the ground and still have the ability to turn. While if you are wearing 4 studs at the heel and you stick them into the ground and try to stick, and you're trying to turn, chances are you can break from your leg, from your heel section, from your ankles, so to speak. There are soccer games where players just snap their ankles, and many of these soccer guys are not aware of it. And here we have a technology that I can strongly say helps to correct this effect. Again, many of the big top name brands soccer cleats, without calling their names, are online, and they have not noticed this problem. And I'm proud to say that these guys here at pelesports.com have actually created something to help reduce this torque that will snap your leg from your ankles while if you're running or you're pushed upon. Now let's continue throughout this review. I love the way in which you can see the lateral power that will run straight through the center of this cleats. The material at the bottom is like an oval shape, so that it's not just too flat. I love this circular torque right here for those guys who plays baseball, and you understand when baseball players have to move off real quickly, and in certain centripetal forces, meaning how you are turning at certain angles, so to speak, grabbing the ball up. And these are same things that sprinters for forwards or strikers, guys who want to move off quickly in the midfield. So you see where this compactness of the soccer cleats will work. Notice again how these 2 cleats, they're not really exactly parallel, but they give you this diamond effect. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it gives you a good torque. The spaces there. Notice the spaces of these 2 right here gives the 6 stud spaces for those players who love to wear 6 studs cleats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Notice, so this one here, 1 stud would have been perfect right here for a 6 studs, and these 2. So this soccer cleats is an amazing product. Again, I'm not just endorsing it because of Pele. I've looked into the science behind the soccer cleats. Here you can see the whole dynamics, what's going on underneath, right? Notice how the lateral torque, it's the torque or the forces that will be acting throughout the whole cleats will be distributed equally based on the fact of how these studs are, right? Notice how these studs are. Notice this little circular motion going on right here, contouring. Right in this area, many soccer players or soccer cleats has studs, and sometimes you wonder why it's missing, but it's also good to not have it there because of lateral force acting upwards into the player's instep while this player is running. Sometimes many players can complain about their instep. After wearing some expensive cleats, I've heard it many times or hear it many times. Players saying, "Look, all this boots is good, but my instep is hurting," and they don't understand what's going on. Sometimes it's just that the cleats is beautiful, but it's squeezing their feet or it's not performing. The cleats is performing on the ground, but it's not performing with their foot or feet. So this cleats, again, it has a technology that it's kind of a synthetic material, not synthetic. There are many different materials with this cleats. Without saying too much, let's continue this review. Here you have it, a side view. Again, the technology behind this allow you to scoop the ball. I'm moving my mouse, as you can see. Sorry for not having my pen tool. The height right here of the length or height of these studs in the center and to the heel are very phenomenal. The technology throughout this area is very phenomenal. For driving the ball immediately once you go down, you can assure yourself that you're gonna make full contact with your instep right here, the instep right here, or your laces. Once you are compact with the cleats, based on the fact of how these studs here are. Now, some drawbacks that you might have is, unless you're playing rain ball. For those guys who are playing rain ball and it's wet, and let's say you're trying to stop forward. So if you're trying to stop forward, for those guys who love to be on their toes right here in this area, well, you might have a little problem. For some guys who love to play instep, like flat foot, right, not fully flat foot, but like right here in the sole of their feet, right here, where these two studs are, it'll be perfect for rain ball. So you see this whole concept of this whole arches of these studs for rain ball. This cleats will be amazing. It still has the effect of a 6 stud. So rain ball are for 6 studs, and they're amazing. Now, with all that said, here we see the whole technology going on here. For those of you guys who really want to know more about this cleats, there are reviews, press release for the Trinity 3E. You can go to this website, Pele / sports.com. Go there, check it out. Pele endorses it. Soccer Number 10 endorses it. And this website has also carries many cool products for Pele. Not only just soccer cleats, some really cool stuff. And the Pele's brand, so to speak, the soccer cleats. I'm just trolling real quick so you guys see what's going on. By all means, guys from the forum, guys from the website, go and check this website out. There will be a link directly to them within my video link for those who are watching this probably via YouTube, and there will be also a link in the forum for those who are on the forum, and for those who are presently doing beta testing on the website. By all means, I will also place a link in there. Again, take a look at this website. It's very phenomenal, so to speak, and you can have some really cool products here. Soccer Number 10 endorses many of these product brands, not because we're affiliated with them, but just because I stand by the product brands of Pele, and because Pele is a good person and a real good role model, and I'm just paying my debt. So I hope you guys like this review, and take care. And it's me, your man, Uncle Dennis from soccer number 10.com, saying take care. Peace.